November 1966, 65 students arrive in Peking on the Trans-Siberian Express. They had been expelled from Moscow University and came home to a world that seemed to have gone mad. The Cultural Revolution had begun. Mao tse-tung had set out to destroy China's links with the past, to create perpetual revolution. His chosen weapon was the young, his Red Guards. Mao became a god, his little red book a testament. Anarchy reigned in the streets of Peking. The schools closed down, the young went on a rampage. Now, 8 years later, Echo looks at the first generation to grow up in Mao's new society, China's children. By 1980, there will be 800 million Chinese. 40% will be under 20. Mao will probably be dead. He's 80 this year. These young men and women, cooling themselves in the lake of the Summer Palace in Peking, will soon inherit China. The hysteria has died away. The past has become a plaything. The elegant courtyards of the Emperor's Forbidden City are somewhere to play football. The city still attracts its sightseers, but in the history they're taught in school, their world begins in 1927, when the young Mao tse-tung decided to conquer China for communism. He succeeded in 1946. Now, in the 70s, Maoism claims ascendancy over the hearts and minds of China's people. Every child, every teenager is a Red Guard, but their anarchy is over. The Red Guards are part of the system now. Their energies are channeled to the bidding of the state. At 16, they're sent out to work and learn humility for 5 long years in the countryside. For even the brightest children, the long stretch of manual labor is the only route to university. The few who do make the return journey will have been chosen by their workmates. However high they rise within the system, their roots will remain with the workers.
Workers of all countries.
Workers of all countries.
Workers of all countries.
Workers of all countries.
Unite.
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 Even on board the train, loudspeakers will discreetly underline Mao's ethic.
Workers of all countries, unite.
Workers of all countries, unite.
Thus, Chinese youth rush to their future with the words of Marx in their ears.
Workers of all countries, unite.
Unite.
In this case, the message teaches English as well as ideology.
Workers of all countries, unite.
The media have one purpose: to unify the minds of 800 million Chinese. Art, humor, sentiment, They are all bent to the cause. The ancient puppetry of China is used to enact the communist morality play. The villain is an imperialist aggressor or a capitalist landlord and is duly humiliated. The target is the minds of the young, the raw material of Mao's new society.
演员音一，we he three each.
Even their English lessons have their political purpose. But the sudden spread of English teaching is also a symptom of China's sudden opening to the West, the visit of the US president, the flood of foreign journalists and businessmen. China is emerging on the world scene, and English is the language of diplomacy and commerce, as well as world revolution. Chairman Mao, oh Chairman Mao, like the red beacon in the east, it is your thought which lights the whole wide world, while a new era dawns, so splendid and so bright. These are their nursery rhymes now. These are the children of Maoism. They have been taught that they are the only custodians of truth. Theirs is the voice of ideological purity. Their parents and their ancestors is again an orderly country. The madness of the Cultural Revolution seems to have died away. The frenetic aggression of the street theaters of Peking, once directed against the class enemies of the Cultural Revolution, now more often attacks their ideological foe, the Soviet Union. They say Mao has ordered an end to his deification. The children no longer wear his badges. The little red books seem to have been left at home. China relaxes now because Mao believes he has won his battle. The links with the past, family, culture, religion, and history have been wiped away. He believes the children will preserve the purity of his revolution when he dies. Maybe Mao is right, but his revolution is a mere 24 years old. China has 4,000 years of history behind her. This little girl's ancestors have suffered and survived 100 tyrannies. Only time will tell whether Mao really possesses the minds within these children.